Did you know that in 1977, an entire town in the Amazon rainforest claimed they were being hunted by glowing UFOs? Attacks that left scars, fear, and endless questions. What if these events were not just stories? What if the truth was buried deeper than anyone could imagine? Today, we're uncovering the terrifying mystery of Operation Saucer. Are you ready? In the heart of the Amazon, where dense forests swallow every trace of civilization, lies the town of Colares, Brazil. It was here in 1977 that panic struck like lightning. Locals reported seeing strange lights in the sky, luminous objects that stalked them, targeted them, and, most chillingly, left them weakened, as if drained of blood. The phenomena became so frequent and alarming that it earned a haunting nickname, Chupa Chupa, or Sucker Sucker. Terrified villagers described beams of light that pierced the night, burning their skin and leaving puncture wounds. Some were paralyzed. Others claimed they felt a sinister energy coursing through their bodies. And then, the Brazilian Air Force got involved. Enter Operation Saucer. This secretive military investigation aimed to uncover the source of the unexplainable phenomena. Officially, the mission lasted only a few months before being abruptly terminated, with the authorities dismissing it as hysteria. But what they left behind were over 500 photographs, 15 hours of film, and countless eyewitness accounts, evidence that something, or someone, was indeed visiting Colares. To understand the gravity of Operation Saucer, it's essential to dive into the socio-political landscape of 1970s Brazil. The country was under a military dictatorship, where censorship was the norm, and secrecy often cloaked governmental actions. For the villagers of Colares, already isolated and vulnerable, the arrival of the military both comforted and terrified them. Would they be protected from the unknown, or was this the beginning of something even darker? Years later, Captain Uirange Holanda, the military officer in charge, broke his silence. He revealed terrifying details about encounters with UFOs, details that were supposedly too dangerous for the public to know. We saw them hovering above us, gigantic, silent, defying all laws of physics, Holanda confessed in an interview before his mysterious death, which some have linked to the very forces he was investigating. Eyewitnesses recount eerie encounters that still haunt them. Raimundo, a fisherman, described a night when a glowing orb hovered over his boat. "It felt alive," he said. "The light was not just light, it was watching me." The fear in his voice speaks volumes about the lasting trauma of these encounters. In 2024, new footage emerged. Frames from a Super 8 film, hidden for decades, show luminous objects that defy logic, moving with a precision and speed unmatched by modern technology. Restored and analyzed, these images reignited debates, with skeptics claiming trickery while believers saw them as undeniable proof of extraterrestrial activity. But here's the twist. Some insiders whisper that Operation Saucer wasn't just about studying UFOs. It was about controlling information, testing advanced technology, and perhaps communicating with forces beyond this world. As the investigation unfolded, patterns began to emerge. The lights seemed to prefer isolated targets, individuals alone or in small groups. The attacks often occurred near water, leading some researchers to theorize that these entities or devices were harvesting resources. But what resources? Could it be blood, as the victims described, or something less tangible, like energy or information? Military logs from Operation Saucer revealed chilling details: objects that changed shape mid-flight, lights that seemed to anticipate human movements, and a persistent hum that some soldiers claimed was more felt than heard. It's no wonder that many who served in the operation left with more questions than answers. Before we dive deeper into the horrifying secrets of Operation Saucer, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. This is just the beginning of uncovering the unexplainable. Some theorists suggest that the Chupa Chupa lights were experimental drones, part of a classified military operation. Others believe they were manifestations of a higher intelligence, testing or observing humanity. The most chilling theory? That these visitors were harvesting something uniquely human. Meanwhile, survivors from Colares continue to tell their stories. Maria, a local, recalls, "I saw the light come through the roof. It pinned me to the bed. I couldn't move. When it left, I was too weak to stand." Her voice trembles as she speaks. The doctors couldn't explain it. Psychologists who later studied the survivors noted symptoms consistent with severe trauma, anxiety, recurring nightmares, and an overwhelming sense of being watched. Was this mass hysteria, or was something more sinister at play? Operation Saucer may have officially ended, but the phenomenon hasn't. Reports of similar sightings and attacks persist in remote corners of the world. Is it a coincidence, or are these beings still watching? The files, the footage, and the testimonies hint at a haunting truth. We may not be alone, and whatever is out there might not have our best interests at heart. Consider this. In regions of the Amazon where the military rarely patrols, villagers still speak in hushed tones about lights that come in the night. These stories mirror those of Colares, separated by decades but eerily consistent. Are these the same entities, or has a new player entered the game? Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey into the unknown. What do you think happened during Operation Saucer? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to explore more mind-bending mysteries by checking out our other videos. Stay curious, stay safe, and remember, the truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered.